Hello and welcome to Adventure Sean and one of the final videos from my January 2019 trip here to New York. I've had an absolutely awesome time and make sure you check out the playlist here on Adventure Sean to see all of the different videos from New York. Now today I've come to see a bit of a unique attraction that was actually built in 1976. I'm about to go over to Roosevelt Island on the Roosevelt Island Tramway, and here it is just behind me. You're all thinking then, why are you standing on this balcony just here? That's why, because there's the view of it just behind me, and if you look closely you'll see one of the two gondolas making its way into the station here in Manhattan. Now this actually travels, of course, from Manhattan, where I am now, across the East River over to Roosevelt Island, where there's lots of different businesses and a lot of residential properties over there. I believe there's quite a lot of green space as well, parks and things, and yeah, we're going to cross over on this, and then I'm going to come back on it as well and get some different views, because I've heard from looking online and from people that have been to do it that the views coming back over this way from Roosevelt Island into Manhattan are even better. But yeah, look at this. It looks absolutely incredible. In terms of how much is it to go on the tramway, it's the same price as a one-way ticket on the New York subway, which at the moment, at the time recording, is $3. So yeah, $3 to cross over on this. Not bad at all in my opinion, to see quite a unique attraction. And like I say, built in 1976, it was refurbished a few years ago and Poma came in. They've done a lot of ski lift systems and things, and yeah, they came in and did a lot of refurbishment work to it. Yeah, it looks great. It's now turned into quite a popular tourist attraction. Seems like there's quite a few people with cameras and phones and things taking videos. Every so often, of course, you know, you're going to get people queuing up and stuff for it, but today it doesn't look too busy at all. And yeah, trams actually run across, the gondolas go across about every 7 minutes. So yeah, not too bad at all really for this transit system. It was the first of its kind to be built in North America for like commuters as well. So that's quite an interesting fact. And why was it built? Because of course you've got the subway here in New York. Well, when it was built in 1976, to get out to Roosevelt Island via public transport, this was the only way, because the subway didn't exist. So yeah, a few fascinating facts for you about that. I'm going to go round to the ticket machine now, buy a ticket for it, and yeah, let's go and get on. These ticket machines here, identical to the ones that you can find over at the subway. All you need to do is start to begin, select your language of course, and then you can get your metro cards and things, or if you just want to do a single ride, you just press the button on the right. Like I say, $3. You can pay on cash or card, so obviously if you want to pay cash, then you put your coins in, and then of course your ticket will come out down here for your single ride, any change down at the bottom. And now I'm going to put my dollars in, get my ticket, and go through the entrance turnstiles just here. So I'm inside now through the ticket barriers just there, and as we can see, one of the gondolas is making its way down here. Here's a little look at the setup just here. So obviously we've got two parallel cables just here. One goes that way, another comes back this way, and yeah, they're running synchronization with each other. So obviously the next one that comes over will load into that side, and this one coming down now, obviously we're going to be loading into this side just here. But yeah, here it comes. Really looking forward to this. I think we'll get some unique views. This is the south side, it says there on the front. And she comes now. Really nice view actually. I like how they put this little section in just here where you can see it coming in. Of course, it seems like quite a popular tourist attraction. The gondolas look very full, and we can see Poma down there in the bottom right. You'll recognise them from quite a lot of ski lift and cable cars around the world for building those systems. Fascinating, isn't it? Just lining up now, and then everybody will get off. Oh, got some waves then. And as everybody gets off, I'll make my way around this way to the doors, and we'll get on.
Yeah, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, look inside the gondola just here. Not too busy this one, which is good. Doors are closing. Let's look out the front.
This is so cool.
Over the road there, just down below. Looking down all the blocks.
Yeah. Well, we actually are. Oh, that's so cool.
Watch out for the pigeons. Yeah, you can really feel the speed of it. Of course, just passed over one of these supports just there. It's got a little sunroof there as well, probably for evacuation purposes. Just offers some really different views, doesn't it? Of course, a lot of the time people pass over the Brooklyn Bridge, which of course I am going to be doing. That's going to be the final video from this trip. I just thought I'd come and see this for a bit of a different perspective. Here's the other gondola about to pass us on that side.
The bridge.
Of course, when we come back the other way, we'll face out from the other side. Wow, very impressive bridge, isn't it?
Oh, I see them.
Look at that. It's the tallest point now. Oh, amazing. Looking down the river there. Leaving Manhattan behind us there on the right hand side. You see the Empire State Building over there and the Chrysler Building just peeking through.
Like a tech campus.
What a unique way to cross over the river. Quite a steep decline on this side. Quite a lot of green space over here actually. It's quite rare to see, something that you don't see much of in Manhattan other than the parks.
Pretty cool place to be. There are a lot of parks, so you can play
Here we go. Quite a steep decline here now. Take us down. Here we go. Whee!
There? Maybe.
There's someone swimming. That's probably someone swimming.
And here we are. We've reached the other side. We'll get off and have a little look at the next gondola. What are we coming back down shortly? Show you a bit more off-ride footage. What a unique way of crossing the river here in New York, and it's one of those attractions that you don't really hear much about, to be honest. But imagine this being maybe your daily commute to work or something, and the views are stunning from over this side. Of course, looking there at the cable car crossing over the river with the bridge there in the background and all of Manhattan just behind it. Amazing, really good. Let's have a little walk just around here. Of course, we've got all this green space, and yeah, Roosevelt Island itself isn't actually a huge place, I don't think. That's the edge of it just over there, and of course we know where the other end is just here. But yeah, there's not like loads of stuff over here. I assume it's lots of office blocks and mostly residential and stuff, but yeah, it's just a really nice little tourist attraction to come and see that, isn't it? In fact, we've got a little map of the island up here. Let's have a little look at that. Here we are. You are here. So yeah, it's not massive. I mean, it's not tiny, but it's not huge either when you compare it to Manhattan, for example. Yeah, look at that. Lots of green space on here, isn't there? Lighthouse Park at the top, tennis courts, pony fields, community gardens. Yeah, really nice. Main Street there. We're not at Disney. And then South Point Park. You got a hospital on there as well. Fascinating, but yeah, I'll just get a few more shots of it coming in. You got a nice little photo point there as well, which is quite cool. And yeah, we'll wait for this one to come across. I'm sure it won't be too long. In fact, here it is coming over now. And then yeah, we'll go back over and look out the other side, facing towards the bridge and looking over towards Manhattan. Here we are then on the other cable going across. Thought I'd wait for this one so we can be on this side because we were on the left hand side last time. Obviously it alternates either time. I'd say the views are probably better coming across this way if you only want to do it one way. Because obviously you get the better views of the bridge with all of the skyscrapers of Manhattan. That looks like a roller coaster track down there. Look at that. How strange. It's like it's modelled off Intamin track. Just inside the park just there. Amazing bridge, isn't it? The traffic going into Manhattan on the top and coming out of Manhattan there on the bottom. Oh no, it's on either side. I get it now. It's 2 levels on each side. Fascinating. Confused me a minute then. Yeah, these are amazing views going this way. I believe that the building just there, I forgot what it's called now, but that's the tallest residential building in the world.
437 Park.
There we go. A local, thank you.
Real estate.
Oh, there you go. But yeah, imagine living at the top of there.
432.
432. There we go. That's the
wind, it also moves 4 degrees.
wow. Thank you for that. There you go. 432. It's amazing, isn't it? The architecture's not quite there, is it? Like the Empire State Building or something? Because there's going to be a few of those, isn't there? I believe going up. Yeah. Not a fan.
They're crazy.
Yeah. New York is crazy. Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from England. Yeah, from the UK. Yeah.
That's pretty crazy too these days.
Yeah, at the moment it is. Yeah. Here we are coming back across the road. Here we are back in Manhattan. absolutely fantastic attraction, and it offers some really different views across New York, really unique, so well worth coming down here to check it out. When you're on it, you can really feel the speed as well. It's just under 18 miles an hour, and of course it crosses over, I think the cable's just over 900 meters in length, so you know, it only takes about 5 minutes to complete the journey each way, but it's well worth it, and for $3, you know, you can't complain at all. In terms of getting here, nice and easy. To get to the Manhattan station, where I'm stood again now, back where I started the video, really easy. I think what we're on, East 60th Street. So yeah, literally if you walk down this road here, about 10 minutes you'll get to Central Park, on the corner where all the horse and carriages are and things. So yeah, it's really nice and easy to get up here, and I'm sure there's a subway station near here as well. I'm not too sure on that because obviously I'll walk down from Central Park because that's where I'm heading to next. Just have another little walk around there, and of course check out my video from cycling around Central Park if you've not seen it. And then I'm heading down to film the final video from this trip, which is going to be from the Brooklyn Bridge. I'm going to cross the bridge in the daylight and then come back across it at night and go and see all the views around there. So join me here on Adventure Sean for that final video. And like I said back at the start, check out all of our different videos here from my trip to New York here on Adventure Sean. Thank you very much for watching. Come down here and check out this awesome attraction on your visit to New York. Don't miss it, it's a really unique thing to come and see. And of course, that leaves me with one more thing to say. Get out there and have your own adventures. See you soon.